some butter. But she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my butter, it'll make my batter bitter. Butter, bitter, better butter. Butter, bitter, better butter. Be sure to make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter, better than a bit of butter. She put it in the batter, and the batter was not bitter. So it was better, Betty butter. So it was better, Betty butter. What a bit of better butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my butter, it'll make my batter bitter. Butter, bitter, better butter. Butter, bitter, better butter. Be sure to make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter, better than a bit of butter. She put it in the batter, and the batter was not bitter. So it was better, Betty butter. So it was better, Betty butter. What a bit of better butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my butter, it'll make my batter bitter. Butter, bitter, better butter. Butter, bitter, better.
Hello, hi guys, how are you? Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. How are you guys doing? I hope the music isn't too loud. If it's too loud, let me know, I'll lower it. Hello, hello. This is like, there we go. That's the perfect volume for me. I'll turn it up for you guys, but that should be good. Right? Hello, hi. Hello, Rose Ember. Hello, Scarlet. Hi, happy holidays to you, dude. No, happy holidays to you too. Hi. So today we're gonna be doing theories. I asked you guys for book 8 theories because I feel like there's a lot after what happened after book 7. So if you guys have not played book 7, I do highly suggest for you guys to click off the stream. Maybe I should put a warning. Well, actually, no. Should I put it? It's kind of obvious, right? We're going to be talking about book 8. Obviously, if you're going to be watching the stream, you played book 7. Or at least watched book 7, or at least know what's going on, right? Yeah, that's obvious. People wouldn't click without knowing. But yeah. What if Mickey Mouse is in the mirror? Is an evil blot manipulating us? That'd be way too much. Is that like a narrative to push that Mickey Mouse is actually evil? Question mark. Oh. All right. I'm gonna unpin the comment that I have. Can I unpin it? Okay, I do. There we go. YouTube is clear now. But people are dumb. I believe in the Twisted Wonderland fandom still. I believe they understand. What if Mickey's actually me? Mickey in the chat? Mickey coming in the chat for Christmas? That's crazy. Mickey Mouse, what are you doing here? He's watching us. He's watching everybody. Cute antlers, thank you. Yay. I wanted to find like a kind of like Christmassy background, but I was like, I don't really think so. Oh yeah, if people are asking why I'm wearing glasses, it's because I'm smart today. I'm theorizing today. And so because of that, I am very smart now. What if Mickey is not Mickey, but the other you? With multiple U's. Oh my god. Okay, but in all seriousness, I'm gonna pull up all the marshmallows that we guys sent, and I am going to go through them one by one, and we can discuss each one and consider, you know, the facts. And when there's a lot of like, most of them are kind of like the same, but not really. I'll point out which ones I was like, oh, this is pretty similar, so we all know. But yeah. If you looked at the thumbnail, I think you guys can guess what like the most popular theory is. And I've said it multiple times, but I'm like, I would hate for this to be like true. Cause I don't know, I feel like that's kind of lazy to do all that. But yeah, we'll have to see. Okay, so let me see if I can pull this up properly. Oh yeah, the music that's playing is supposed to be like Christmassy. I don't know if you guys... Is it Christmassy to you guys? I have no idea. Crowley the mastermind? He could be the mastermind, yeah. Okay, how do I do this? How should I do this? I think I'll just have to do a crop. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do a cropsy. Can I do it like night mode? I don't want to burst your guys' eyes open the light. Yeah, no wait, Crowley is Reno who went for milk. Yeah. So like the number one theory is like Crowley is Malleus's dad. I don't want that. I don't want that to be true. Because if it's true, then hold on, let me see if I can pull up one of the ones that said that. Can I? Okay, I can't turn this on night mode, so if you guys cry a little bit, I'm sorry. Should I just download it as an image? Oh, yes, I can. Okay. All right, we're gonna go by oldest to newest. So hopefully I can get to yours. Today. If I don't, no hard feelings? Question mark. You won't hate me? Question mark. Which one is this? Oh, I'll put it over here, so it's like easier to read for you guys. Okay. Do we see it? Oh, I'm in front of it. Okay, now I'm being covered by it. Okay, now it's moving. I'll put it, oh, why is the desk going with it? Whoa. My desk, no. Like that? Is it being locked by something? There's so many things going on here. Hold on. I'll put it up here. There you go. Now I can move it. Am I the only person who's watching this live from the Philippines? I think there's a lot of people from the Philippines. What time is it over there? If it's like nighttime, maybe no. Maybe people are sleeping or with their Christmas families. I hope you guys had a good Christmas, and if not, a good day off, a good happy holiday. You're not alone. Yeah, there you go. There's somebody. Yippee. Okay. I've been ignoring the chat for a little bit. 9:13 in the Philippines. Oh, a.m. Good morning, guys. It's pretty much morning over there. Yeah, I forget that with America and the Philippines, it's basically almost a 12-hour difference. How's your Christmas? It was good. I got what is it? The Stream Deck as a gift, and a Twisted Wonderland manga. Twisted Wonderland manga. I really like it. I got some food for Christmas. Ooh, yummy. Yeah, 2014. Oh, it's 4:13 p.m., right? Yeah, right? Yeah. At Rosenberg, what if you is a descendant of the Great Seven, and what if Crowley wants something from you that's something important? And I want to know the history of Ramshackle. What do you think? We've been getting the history of Ramshackle from Scully. Everything else, I don't know. I don't know. It's a big what if, cause it's not really like there's not really us to go off a lot about you. Thank you, Doris, for the cheer. One theory that it's not a marshmallow. Grim gives you plot armor with him purring while he cuddles us. His purrs helps us feed our recovery, especially after a robot fights. Oh, that's cute. That would be really cute. Yeah, that would be really cute here. Okay. Thank you guys for the theories in the chat, but I want to prioritize the theories that people sent in the marshmallow. They sent it ahead of time, and I want to give them, like, you know, the time to do it. Okay, so theory number 1 from people in the community. So my theory for book 8 is that Grimm's reason for overblotting is gonna mirror Malleus's. He probably doesn't want you to leave, cause then he'd be alone again. So the outcome is either going to be A, Grimm during a rampage breaks the mirror that was gonna send you home, or B, during the overblot fight with Grimm, he's gonna accidentally kill you and bring them back. This is mostly a reference to the movie Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Neverbeast, since Grimm Overblot kind of reminds me of the Neverbeast design. I've heard that a lot. So I've never watched that Tinkerbell movie with the Neverbeast. How does Grimm look like the Neverbeast? I'm gonna search it up, because I don't know. I don't know. Let me see if there's a picture I can, like, download. I got a button maker. Oh, yay! Button makers are so nice. Yeah. Wait, what do we know about Ramshackle? It's a forgotten dorm. It's riddled with ghosts. Mickey's in the mirror. That's pretty much it. Rose, what did you get for Christmas? I got a sketchbook and mechanical pencil. I got a stream deck. It's like it's for streamers. It helps you, like, do all these emotes by just pressing the button instead of, like, the keyboard. And then I got the Twisted Wonderland manga, anthology manga, volume 2 with Kaleem in it and all the other second years. But yeah, Legend of Neverbeast mentioned. Yeah. So I'm gonna search it up. Neverbeast Tinkerbell. Okay. Right, here I'm gonna save an image of it. I personally don't think it looks a lot like the Grimm Overblot. I don't see the resemblance. Don't hate me, guys, but I don't see it. Here's a Neverbeast. See that? I'm gonna put Grimm on the other side to, like, compare. I don't really see it. Grimm Overblot form. Maybe the tail, but that's about it. I don't really else either. There's no resemblance except for a big furry cat. Yeah. Hey, even calling it a cat is a stretch. Okay, so if you guys don't remember, we did see into the future in the prologue, and we did see Grimm's overbought form, and this is how it looks like. If you take a closer look, I mentioned this in a video before I did like a twist theory video. You can see that all of the like parts of Grimm is like taking them from the previous overbought. So like the tail, that's a viper. You know, it's supposed to look like a cobra or a viper, like from Jamil's overbought. We got the wings from Malice's overbought because he was a dragon. We got tentacles from Azul's overbought. And then we got hands. People said the hands are like from Vil's overblock. Somehow, I forgot. I think it's more for Dire Beast's final form, not this one you have. Yeah. Guys, I'm repeal. Okay, good luck. I remember that movie Gruff the Never Beast. Oh shoot. Gruff the Never Beast gets horns, then wings, and makes towers of the season to act as lightning rods to absorb energy. Then go back to hibernate. Oh, horns and wings. Well, Grimm's overbought form doesn't really have horns, it's just wings, so he has wings in the movie. He's also got blue lightning. Blue lightning. Oh, okay. I guess that, but still, I feel like that's not enough inspiration to go off of. So yeah, I still don't think there's a resemblance. But yeah, during the overbought fight with Grimm, he's gonna accidentally kill you and bring them back. I see that happening. I don't know how we're gonna be brought back. We could be. Imagine Grimm just accidentally kills us and then we just never go home and that's the end of the story. That's way too much. That's way too much. I think Crowley's really gonna... Okay, no. I don't think that. Do you have evidence, Mojo? Do you have any evidence to bring to the stand? I think that's a bit like too much of a stretch. Maybe Crowley raised Grimm or something, but yeah. You dead forever, period. Yeah. I don't think that's beyond Yana to do. Well, Yana could do whatever she wants because she usually writes that, but it's not up to Yana. It's up to Disney Japan. And I don't think they want us dead. Maybe, maybe. I don't know. Does Disney kill off the main character that has like no resemblance to the story or permanence? Also knowing that loneliness is a main factor for overblots, the loneliness part checks out. Yeah, for sure. Grimm will definitely go on a rampage. Break the mirror that was gonna send you home. I can see that happening, yeah. There's a different ways they can take this part from. So you're not supposed to send she or he made us all sent for the most of the characters, yeah. Look up the picture of the Never Beast with horns and wings. Okay, let me look up that. Imagine if Grimm kills us, then we go back in time to the entrance story, but instead we're going to the Night Sword Academy. Oh, not Night Sword, Royal Sword Academy? Is that what you want? Yeah. I mean, is that what you mean? Horns and wings. Or is it horns and lightning? Oh, here it is. I think this one's a good picture. Oh. I don't know if this is a picture from the movie or not. I hope so. Oh my god, why is it so tiny and blurry? Okay. So this is the one with the wings and the horns. Again, Grimm does not have horns. Those horns kind of resemble Malleus, not really. The wings are not very similar as well. But the fact that it has blue and lightning is interesting to me. Yo, Rosa just kissed the ex-grandpa under the mistletoe. No, he's nowhere to be found. We haven't seen him since the end of book 7, bro. Like, what the hell? No, that is in the movie? Okay, yeah. Cool. A random idea. What is it when we die, we get transported back to Earth? Because when we transported to Wonderland, then the same things happens to us. I don't know. But we're so useless in the whole story. I feel like the reason why Yu is like so useless is because like we don't get like a chance to do anything except talk and use our talk no jutsu or whatever. Yu's going back in time and ending up at RSA would be so cool, especially for a spin-off series or game. Yeah, that would be really cool. But if Grim eats those block crystals that riddle Leona, Zul, and Jamil and Villain, Idia, and Malice that they overblot, would he overblot? Yeah. I feel like eating it. I feel like he'll get at least a bad stomach ache. Oh wait, hold on. Did he eat Malice's overblood stone? Did that happen in book 7? I don't think he did. I don't remember that happening. I don't remember the cycle repeating that point. Did he even drop? Not yet. As if he's gonna. No. Guys, please no book 7.5 spoilers or book 8. Well, book 8 didn't come out yet, but if something happened in book 7.5, please don't mention it. At the end of book 7, while we're sleeping, he goes back. Okay, that's the spoiler. Guys, please. Okay. Not yet, yeah. Poor Groove, yeah. Wait, did he eat Idias? Yeah, he was. How did? I don't remember how he ate Idias. I think it was right before we left Styx. He found something on the ground and ate it, or maybe he. Yeah, I think I don't remember if he did it like in front of us or not. I have to go back and check. Wait, Crowley mind using Grimm's body to store the plot, and he will feed Grim Malleus, and then he will overplot. He eats it because Crowley promises that you will stay if he eats it. Hey, yo. That'd be way too much. Love in the Villagers. Thank you. Which Twist Boys would you kiss under the mistletoe? Ball. Physical Vault. No one else really. Like, I mean, I know I say like Clean's my favorite, but I don't want to kiss him. I don't know. I feel weird about intimacy and kissing people, to be honest with you. But enough about that. More twist theories. Okay, so I guess this one will pretty much agree. Like these are possible. They're possible, and it could happen, but we don't really know yet. There's not enough evidence to prove. Well, there's evidence to prove that Grim will overblot. But him going on a rampage, most likely. Him breaking the mirror, I don't know about that. Him killing you, maybe. Maybe. It's a high possibility. But I do not think Grim resembles the Never Beast. I think there's like way too many different similarities or whatnot. Okay. Theory number 2. We'd be very sad if that happened. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Hope they do a classical Disney. Everything goes well and we go home safety. My heart can't take it. Well, they did that for book 7. I feel like Disney would prevent that from happening. I really do wish though we could have like something a little grim to the story. I don't know. Again, they tiptoe the line very often when it comes to darker themes in Twisted Wonderland. They often also they test the limits of how dark they can go and etc. So I'm excited if they're able to do that. If not, then okay. Theory number 2. I have a feeling that we might get some more lore involving Mickey and his connection to Twisted Wonderland. Like maybe his connection with Yen Sid. Who's that? But I don't think Crowley is going to let us go home when he realizes that we may have probably found a way. Either way, some messed up crap is gonna happen involving the Birdman, and I'm terrified. I am also very terrified as well. Crowley has been mysterious, the most mysterious out of the entire bunch. Even compared to Rook Hunt, which we don't know a lot about in his background, we learned more about him than Crowley. And we've known Crowley longer than Rook. So him being like, I don't know, betraying us and somehow seems very likely. Him being like an evil mastermind seems very likely. Thank you, Doris, for the cheer. Yensid is the wizard and the sorceress that Prentice shown short in Fantasia. Oh, I never watched. Did I watch that short? I don't remember. If I did, I was like really little. Let me Google it. Oh, it's Mickey with the hat. Like the cone hat. Yensid. Okay. I don't know if this image is from Kingdom Hearts. I'm gonna save it and you guys tell me if this is like from Kingdom Hearts or something. Alrighty. This is Yensid. Whoa, why is he so big? Why did he show up like that? He covered TikTok chat. It was like, okay. I'm gonna put him. Yup, that's the dude. Okay, he looks evil. Is he a villain? Is he a villain in the short? Jump scare, yeah. I'm gonna put him right here. He looks like Dumbledore. He really does, yeah. He got like a, but Dumbledore got like one beard. He looks like he got like two twinning beards. Those are some crazy eyes, yeah. I think it is Kingdom Hearts. Okay. It does. No, he's a good guy. Okay, why does he look like that? It's not the villain. Interesting. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Amber Rose from the World Sword Academy. Here, I'm gonna put Amber Rose up on the screen and you guys tell me if you agree or not. Crowley's a very mysterious character. He is. Okay, big message. Maybe the magic mirror is evil because Crowley either has to be a master manipulator to cause 7 people to overblood because these issues have been there for ages. So he has to be a massive giga chat 4D chess player if he was able to play the cards to get everyone to overblood. So the mirror knows the truth about the Great Seven and that they are evil. He's sending you dreams through the mirror. Also, there are lots of games where Wizard Mickey fights the mirror. Interesting. And you know what else? I feel like Crowley has his powers has to do something with the mirror as well, because we haven't seen him, but anyone but him, like, you know, talk to the mirror and stuff like that. And he got like a pocket full of mirrors too. Amber Rose, Twisted Wonderland. Happy holidays, everyone! Happy holidays! Thank you for dropping by, Max. Thank you for the 3 roses. Okay, let me download this image and I'll read the cheer on Twitch. Okay, you guys tell me if Amber Rose and Yensid are the same person or if Amber Rose is supposed to be somebody different. Y'all let me know. Yensid has a major role in Kingdom Hearts, so he isn't the villain? Oh, okay. Now that's Merlin. Oh, okay. Thank you for the cheer. Amber Rose is based off Merlin from The Sword and the Stone. So yeah, we have 2 famous Disney wizards. Oh, okay. So they're not related, but they're twinning. Yeah, they're twinning, right? I thought they were the same because like they got that. Well, the hat's not the same, but they got the blue, they got the robes, they got the beard. They both have white hair. Yeah. So let me hold on. Where's Merlin? Merlin, sword and stone. Oh. Yeah. I see the Merlin more because the hat isn't as pointy as Yensid. That makes sense. Didn't they also talk? I feel like in book 7, like near the ending, they were talking about Fantasia. I don't remember where or when. Okay, so yeah, this is Merlin. I'm gonna go back to Yensid. Alright. Merlin's hat is a little crooked. Yeah, it's a little floppy. It has a little flop to it. But yeah. So I don't know how much Crowley is like a evil mastermind per se, but oh yeah, they were talking about the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Triplets, oh my god, yeah. Yo, what if Mickey's able to go through the mirror, take the hat off his old mentor, and start casting spells that way? He could, honestly, yeah. Yo, did you watch The Red Shoes and the 7 Dwarfs? Dang, Merlin there is fine at 8 a.m. No, I didn't see that one. No, I'm gonna check it out. There's so many, like, this Twisted Wonderland, they do a lot of references to shorts in general. I'm just like, wow. Like, wow. There's a lot that I don't know about. So the references are very niche. And then, like, all these shorts, they're old and you can watch them on YouTube now. But, like, there's more than, there's like a couple. I would not be surprised if Yensid's hat is in that museum in the Land of Dawning. Yeah. Or it could be, you know how, like, so Night Raven College has the mirror Noble College, the one that Rolo goes to, has the bell. The one that RSA has, Royal Sword Academy, it could be the hat. Or it could be the... Oh, wait, no. It would make more sense if there was the sword in the stone. Or something like that. I think Mickey's is seen as a Satan in this world. And the Great Seven defeated him and they're now heroes. That'd be crazy. That'd be hilarious to see, like, Mickey being perceived as an evil person. Because a lot of the other... what is it called? The other, I'm trying to think. The Disney princesses and princes in this Twisted Wonderland world, they're still treated as good people. Like, they're not evil. Like, they talk about Ariel like she's good. They talk about, who else? Who else did they mention as a Disney princess? Hercules. Hercules is, like, good, too. I think the only exception was that between Idia's family and the Hercules family, Idia was like shunned or something or cursed forever. And so they are still kind of perceived as evil or just like unfortunate people because they... I don't know if he mentioned like the Hercules family being punished, punishing the Idia's family. But something about that. Jasmine, oh yeah, they did talk about, yeah, Jasmine and Aladdin, the hometown event. They still talk about them like they're good people. So yeah. It'd be cool in Book 8 we got to see more RSA characters. Yes, please. I want to see that happen too. I think they have to at that point because they were talking a lot about like the land itself and like the townspeople. Rose, search Merlin and Red Shoes and the Seven Dwarves. Okay. Mickey as someone evil will be, yeah. That'd be fun to see though if they go in that direction. Merlin in Red Shoes and Seven Dwarves. What the hell? Oh wait, I remember this. I love this movie. I actually want to watch it again later. So this is Merlin and the Seven Dwarves. This is like, I don't think this is made by Disney, but it's cute, right? Look, I think this is like a Chinese animation. It's not a movie from Disney, no. Insert him, yeah. Oh my god, imagine if Merlin... Oh wait, no, we already have Merlin Twistified, but... Dang. What if they show him, like, a flashback and this is how he looked? That'd be so cool. Thought it was Korean. Was it Korean? I don't know. It's Korean, actually. Oh! Okay. I'm so used to, like, 3D animation studios being, like, Chinese outside of the Western world, so to hear that it's Korean is a surprise. It's good. I know that movie? Yeah, me too. I gotta rewatch it again. Okay. But yeah, so this theory, Crowley has something up his sleeve, 100%. Oh, by the way, they released a teaser for Book 8 in the JP server, so if you guys are curious, watch it. But I personally am not going to put it on. I'm not going to watch it until EN puts it out themselves. And I think they're not going to put it out until Book 7.5 comes out, which I think maybe might be in a couple days, actually. December's over, guys. December's over. We're gonna have an announcement on Monday. Twist News on Monday. So watch out for that. But yeah. I definitely think Crowley has something to do with this. Because he's been too quiet. He's too suspicious. We know nothing about him. And does he know that you found a way home yet? Or no? Does he not know yet? I don't think that was discussed. I'm trying to remember now. I'm hold on. I need to go back and see. Unless somebody remembers. Did we have that discussion with Crowley that we found a way home? Did we mention it to anybody besides Grimm and the freshman? Crowley really rarely uses magic too. Yeah. I mean, he does, apparently. He like uses defense magic and attack magic and his little whip. Whip of love, he likes to call it. Kylie's too busy with the whole overblot thing. Yeah. Didn't you got a dream of the card soldiers painting the roses red? Yes, he did. You did tell him only a little bit. Oh, okay. Thank you, Weemax, for the dolphin and for the rose. When you watch any Disney movie, do you call out the names of the characters as the newest characters? Not call it out, but like when I like watch a character that has been twistified, an image of the twist version flashes in my mind. Like a flashbang. I remember this movie. Some princesses are cursed in dwarves, and Snow White was a fat girl who became sexy when she wore red shoes grown from the apple tree. Whoa! That's just really, I think that's a mix of like 3 different fairy tales then, because we got Merlin, Snow White, the Droves, and then the Red Shoes tale. That's actually really cool. Bye Lumi, Merry Christmas. Yeah. Happy holidays. Imagine Crowley betraying us is false and he was trying to get us home with Mickey or something. I don't know, bro. He's like, if it comes out that he's been faking it and pretending this entire time, I'd be very disappointed in him. Cause like, what the hell? Why are you such a good actor? Number 1. And number 2. All right, hold on. Let me mark these things as red so I don't like look at them again. Oh, refresh the website. Where the other theories? Okay, there we go. It'll be very like, I don't know, a twist out of nowhere. It's more to me it's more believable if he was like, oh, oops, all these overblots happened and I have this opportunity, so I'm gonna use it now because I'm a selfish headmaster or something. He's not really selfish. He does protect us, but like, you know what I mean. Hi Rose, hi! Okay, so in the school of good and evil, there's a school of good and evil, and the school always wins because good and evil were thrown out of balance. And one of you is there to get the balance back, like in the book. Maybe, yeah. There is supposed to be this tournament happening, the Magilift tournament. That is gonna happen between RSA, NRC, and Vargas' school, and maybe Nobel College. I have no idea. But I think it's between like 3 or 4 schools. And it's gonna be like a really big deal because like it's the 100th year anniversary of these games. And NRC lost 99 times to RSA. And so maybe, just maybe, with you around, NRC will finally win. And get our 100th win. And then maybe not, because then Grim will overblot. And then the things that happen in book 5 will happen again in book 7. I could see that happening. We're almost ready to win the competition, but then Grim overblots. Because he realizes he'll never see you tomorrow again, because Yu's gonna leave after the Magilift games or something. Turns out all you need to win is a therapist help. Yeah. And then they still lose for the 100th time and whatnot. Yeah. Okay. Theory number 3. I feel like there's a possibility that Crowley's gonna overblot in book 8 since the teaser trailer solely focuses on him being all creepy and stuff. I did see thumbnails of that. I did not watch the trailer because I don't know if it has like book 7.5 spoilers or not. So I decided to not watch the teaser yet. I'll watch it when it comes out. I'm gonna put Yensid away. It's kind of creeping me out. Okay. But yeah, I really hope Crowley is just being creepy just because he's being Crowley and not because like, I don't know. There are no book 7.5 spoilers. Do you guys want to watch the teaser then? Do you think there's gonna be more than 8 books? I don't think so. Theory will eventually unlock magic because magic is being imagination, literally. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna watch it. All right. I said I see 1 yes. Crowley overblotting. I feel like Crowley overblotting is a bit. No, that's not gonna happen. He's an adult. He should be able to, like, you know, despite him being irresponsible. I also think book 8 is gonna be long. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be longer. There's a pattern, or they could go really short. Either way, because I feel like book 8 is the final book of maybe season 1, and there will be like a season 2 and whatnot. All right, I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the teaser. Let me find it. Twisted Wonderland. Okay, this has been only released in the JP server. We might get this like next week. Who knows? Who knows? We might get it in 6 or 7 days. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, I don't know if you... Sleeping Beauty? Oh. What the hell? Crowley, where did you go, Crowley? Crowley! Oh. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Wasn't it shown, like, before? I cannot see. Okay. I'll restart it. But yeah, this is a prologue.
我が君気高く 麗しい悪の花。
Right.
あなたこそが世界で一番美しい。鏡よ鏡、
Most
教
beautiful
え
in
て
the
お
world.
くれ。この世で一番
World's most what?
私に、彼らに、君に残された時間は少ない。決してその手を離さぬよう。
Oh.
もしかすると君は夢じゃない？
Mickey?
君はどこにいるの？
Oh.
僕の世界で僕こそが法律。
But
僕こそが世界のルールだ。
is this like a hint to what's happening? Rule? Leona?
どん
Yeah.
なに努力しても絶対に報われることはない。その苦痛が、絶望が、お前らにわかるか。
Ah!
美しい歌声も強力な魔法も全部僕のものだ。よこしなさい。
We're gonna see this animated, by the way. Oh my god! He's so unserious compared to the others. He's just having a ball, Jamil, and then everyone's like,
こんなにも私は
yeah.
醜い。醜い。醜い。
Yeah, everyone's crashing out, and then there's Jamil saying, nice shot!
前代未聞の問題児の仲間入りってわけ。
Yeah.
大丈夫。恐れることなど何もない。眠りに身を委ねれば、千年など瞬きのうちだ。
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas! Thank you for the heart, me, Diana. Oh, these are the little heads from their overblots. Wait, does Malleus have one? Sorry, I need to go back and look. Oh, this one's Malleus. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see my mouse. Never mind. But the one in the middle with the horns. Duh. Didn't remember seeing that. Thank you, Dorks, for the cheer. The way he's acting, he's walking slowly and acting like we're fine from the Dracula is creeping me out so bad. What is with the bird, bro? Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Did that not hop? I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on, let me see. Oh. He's looking at our dreams. Ah, why are you looking at me like that? The Enforcer of the Forbidden. January 2026 for JP. Why he say nothing? Why didn't he say anything? Hello? Dude. Just looked at us and stared. That gave me a couple theories. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, sent up shivers. Yeah, the look back did a good job making sure people were scared. Crowley is the announcement. Yeah, announcement. Crowley has gone rogue. Thank you, MX, for the rose. I hope they bring a special guest character soon for chapter 8, I think. Oh, from the Halloween? Is that what you're talking about? I hope so too. That'd be really cool. In the anime, it showed cats, bats, and crows before Black Carriage appears kidnap you. Do you think Book 8 would be related to Grim, Lily, and Crowley? Honestly, I was thinking that too. I remember seeing that. I'm like, okay, cats, bats, and crows. That's very specific because like there's 3 characters that heavily associate with those 3 animals. And I was like, there's no way. There's got to be like a connection going on. And also, I would like to mention that one of the beta designs, there's going to be a twist exhibit. They're going to rerun it. I don't know if it's going to be new stuff or old stuff. But for, what am I going to say? But for Diasmania, they put Crowley next to Diasmania when they were showing the beta designs. They didn't have any of the professors like shown. So I'm thinking like Crowley, I mean, he looks like a fae. You know what I mean? There's something's gotta be going on. But yeah. I mean, it also demands on how involved Yana is to anime. I don't think Yana is involved at all. She didn't even know there was gonna be an anime. She found out on the same day as we did. So it's like a whole different studio taking care of the anime, unfortunately. Rose Silver's beta design looks like a Zulbra. Yes. I remember that. That was really good. Yeah, you better not be the father. Guys, let's have hope, okay? If Malleus turns out to be not Malleus. If Crowley turns out to be Malleus's father, Malleus 100% would crash out again. Okay, next theory. Thank you for the Weebmax. Thank you for the Rose Weebmax. For Halloween episode in the anime and also as chapter 8. Yeah. Oh, okay. I hope so too. I hope we get like more appearances for like everybody in the Halloween events. He is the father. No, I refuse. Oh god, if Crowley really is Reverend, he's literally a deadbeat dad. There's also, okay, someone else mentioned this theory. I'll wait until we get there and I'll point it out. Hi Rose. Hi. Do you think that the other students are going to see or meet Mickey in book 8? And do you think Mickey's going to play a major part in book 8? Yes and yes. Yes and yes. I don't know how they're gonna see Mickey. Grimm was able to see Mickey in the dream. I don't think he ever saw Mickey in the mirror. Silver saw Mickey in the dream. So I don't know. Maybe we're gonna use Silver's unique magic again and go into Mickey's dream somehow, or go into our dream somehow with Ortho's help, and we're gonna meet Mickey that way. That would be like one thing that I have, because I still need an explanation on how and why and where. How is it possible that you ended up in Mickey's dream? It doesn't make sense. There has to be a connection there going on, and it has to do something with us like going home. But yeah, definitely somehow, some way, we're going to meet Mickey. We're gonna introduce everybody to Mickey Mouse, and everyone's gonna call him like a rat or something and make fun of him. I mean, they kind of already did, didn't they? Did they see the photo? I think they did. What if you was like a twisted version of the Enchantress from Sleeping Beauty? Oh, maybe. I would love to be here and hear all the theories by Karen. Else have fun everyone. Bye. Bye. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Elmer Mariah Pochevia. Poor Mickey. Yeah. There's an Enchantress in Sleeping. I probably read that wrong. Enchantress something. I wonder during book 8 we get the guest characters helping us. Maybe. It's a possibility. It would be nice to see Rolo out in the main story finally. We have the imagination equals magic equals power to change Twist Face, which is what Crowley needed to save the world from these overblasts. True. There's a very strong theme of like imagination will help you with magic and such, and friendship and teamwork and all that. So I'm thinking something with like imagination in general will help us defeat maybe Grimm and etc. But yeah, I have a theory that hold on, I need to move this chat because some of the words are being blocked and I need them in a better area. Okay, there we go. I have a theory that Enchantress from Beauty and the Beast is related to the Draconians. I mean, come on, angry crash out over not being invited to a castle. Yeah. That is, yeah, Beauty and the Beast. Pretty sure Ursay will help out too. Oh, for sure. Or for sure. Hopefully. I am so curious how everyone, I mean, we kind of see like a little bit in book 7 about how everyone feels about Malleus's overblot. I'm glad that most of the RSA students are like okay with like being asleep. They're, you know, they're forgiving, you know, because they're good people, pure-hearted people. Okay. Next one. Hey Rose, have you heard the Crowley's reverence theory? And if so, you think it's credible? Okay. So I'll tell you why I think it's credible. Even though I feel like it just sucks. But here's why it's credible. Number one, the ears. They're not very similar, but they both have fake ears. They both have the same like pale skin. Crowley, we don't know how old he is. He could be younger than Lilia, but older than Malleus. I'm not sure. We don't know how old he is generally. We've gotten like a few hints, but nothing like like standard. He definitely is younger than Lilia though, because Lilia got like admission, like a ticket admission or whatever to go to Night Raven College, and he denied it, and that was before Crowley became a headmaster. We just talked about how it sucks, yeah, but I'm just gonna give you guys like how credible I think it is. What else? The hair is pretty similar. The ends of their hair, I think Crowley is a bit more greenish, or no, is it greenish or bluish? Who has, or they have different colors. One has like blue tips and Crowley has green tips. So maybe, but then again, Malleus could have his looks from his mom, because he literally looks like his mom. Malleus does. The Lilia, we're going off by like what Lilia said in book 7. I think Lilia said that his horns look like his mom, but he looks like his voice is like his dad or something. He did meet his age at the beginning of book 7, yeah. At the beginning, I thought that Crowley was Malleus because of the appearance, the hair color, her pointed ears, etc. Imagine Crowley just pretending to be a student as well. That's crazy. What if book 8 will feature enchanters from Beauty and the Beast? And what if Crowley is the actual bad guy and there's going to be a Dumbledore versus Voldemort battle will begin? That's way too much. I feel like I feel like people will be mad about that turnaround. I mean, Malleus has his look from his mom and his voice from his dad. Lilia said it. Yeah, he said something like that. Okay, yeah. Also, in the old days, Fae had an animal mask, and Crowley has a mask based off the skeleton of a bird. A raven, perhaps? Yeah. Well, it'd be weird, because, like, why would he name himself Crowley and associate himself with crows, and then have Ravern be associated with ravens? I don't know. I mean, I guess people mix up ravens and crows all the time, but... and it does seem purposeful enough for there to be like, he's not a crow, he's a raven actually. Hi Alan, what's up? To throw Lily off his tracks, I guess. I feel like Lilia has forgotten how Ravern looks for like since it's been so long. I don't think he remembers. But yeah, I do think the theory is credible. Do I want it to be true? No. I do not want it to be true. I don't want it to be true. Okay. Next theory. Hello, I have a theory that Crowley has found a way for you to go home months ago in the main story, but he's keeping you around for something bad, like some kind of ritual or something, and whatever he's planning is going to be revealed in book 8. That seems plausible, yes. Especially with after seeing the teaser, he definitely has something. The way he was talking about us too, like show me who's the most blah blah blah, like. He definitely wants to like sacrifice us or something at least, or use us for something. Sorry, I forgot to read Dorcas's rest of the cheers, so I'll continue to read it because that would be so hilarious. Let me see the depressed altar boy and the con man be forced to wear that to get a long shirt. Oh god, Rolo and Ernesto working together. That's hilarious. I think Lena for the streak. Maybe we are the Disney prince or princesses from the Twist Boys. Yeah. The way he's walking is so slow and acting like Renfield from Dracula is creeping me out so bad. What is up with the bird, bro? Yeah, no, we are not going home. Here's hoping Nasna can aid us because we're so screwed. Yeah. This definitely seems like the setup for book 8 definitely, like, you know, it's gonna follow the pattern of the other books. Like, the previous dorm is gonna help us defeat the current dorm. And so we're gonna have the Dias Mania dorm helping us defeat, I guess, Crowley or Grimm or both. One of the two. Nyron ceremony robes look like a cult attire. We're being sacrificed, gang. Yeah, I mean, it's made to look like that because, like, that's the feeling of the villain school. Like, it's evil and stuff. Does everyone remember Sophia the First TV shows? I kind of feel like you OC's Sophia. I mean, I think Yana used Sophia the First as an inspiration almost for Twisted Wonderland, so maybe, yeah. Crowley uses you for a sacrifice might cause Grimm go overblot. I think Grimm will overblot just because he realizes we're going home and he's gonna be alone. And he won't be taking care of us and he'll miss us dearly. And the stones. And the stones. I got a theory! Oh my god, what's your theory? What if you ends up with the magic wand Mickey has in one of the old Disney movies? Maybe. And then maybe that's how we can finally use magic. That would be cool. But yeah, Crowley has something up his sleeve. That's for sure. Yes, yes. Okay. Oh, we got a crack theory. Next one's a crack theory. Thank you for the rose. We mix. Honestly, I really wish that they should have kept the Halloween song instead of silencing it. Yeah, copyright sucks with Disney. We can't get anything really great. I think Malleus will transform. Oh. Transform into his dragon form to fight Grim, but because his horn is cut, he can't win against Grim, and you and Mickey have to save Malleus. Oh, yeah. I'm not ready for Grim to overplot. Me neither. Wait, you becomes the fairy godmother? Bruh, imagine. No, but I think you being magicless is very important to the story, and I don't think they'll like switch it up and let you use magic. I feel like that defeats the purpose, which is like the message they're trying to send is teamwork makes the dream work, or the magic work in this case. Okay, this is a crack theory, but friend and I say that Chernobog will appear, and since he is the literal devil from the Bible, we're going to defeat him with the power of God. Okay, Yensid, which is the guy from, do I still have him? Boom. There he is. And anime on our side. That's so funny. Also, personally, I'd like to see the death symbolisms finally play out for you. Yeah. I think that'd be great too. There's a lot of, so if you guys don't remember, for you, literally being run over by a carriage, living in a dorm full of ghosts, you might as well be dead. But by like what they're surrounded by 24/7. There's literally a graveyard, 2 gravestones in the ramshackle dorm background if you pay attention. So yeah, there's a lot of you is dead theories. There really are. And you could also say like the crows that appeared before what is it? You got run over by a horse carriage. That could also be like a symbolism for death. Are crows symbolisms for that? Hold on, let me search it up. Are crows or ravens? Let's see. Is crow a symbolism of death? I don't know if there's any more death symbolisms that I forgot. Let's see. Modern Wisdom. Crows symbolize, yes. So crows symbolize death, the afterlife, wisdom, intelligence. Okay, got it. So yeah. It very much feels like Twist of Wonderland is the afterlife. Imagine. It actually was. But yeah. The whole anytime somebody gets isekai, it feels like that. But yeah. Well, Yurai means ghost. Oh yeah, that is true. The dead you theory makes me sad because Yu's trying so hard to get back home only to find out they can't because they're dead. Yeah. That is another, you know, an unfortunate like scenario. And I feel like if that becomes true, Yu is gonna overplot. I want Hot Man for my afterlife, please. I would love to see Chernobog appear in Twist, even if it's just a character who is a fan of him, like Scully was for Jack. Yeah. Is there a picture of that? Is that from like a short or something? Chernobog? I'm not very familiar with the character. Oh, he's from Fantasia? Oh! Fantasia. Okay. Hold on. I didn't know that. That's cool. Okay, then yeah, if he's from Fantasia, then we're definitely gonna see him appear. I don't know how. I don't know when. You know what he looks like? He looks like one of the gargoyles or something. And Malleus loves gargoyles. Maybe he'll appear in that form or something. That's cool though. I never watched Fantasia, so I don't know who he is. Me neither. Kinda wanna watch it. Hear me out. Hey, yo! Oh, happy birthday, Elva! Hope you have a good one. He is from the first Fantasia? There's multiple Fantasias? Oh. I need to do my research. Because this seems very important for book 8. In 1941, but I believe... Oh, okay. Thanks, no problem. Malleus gonna be happy. He might be a little ecstatic. Yeah. Hi. I love my boyfriend. What's up? Okay. Next theory. Even though that's a crack theory, it does seem like there's some they're gonna make an appearance some way, somehow, but maybe not in the way that you described it. Okay. This might be a weird theory, but I'm low-key getting vibes that Grimm might turn into a human post-Overblood. Like, for example, he tells everyone that he isn't a cat or an animal at all, but he's the great and powerful Grimm. But yeah, weird theory, I know, but I feel like there's something big that we could find out about Grimm when Book 8 comes out. Well, yeah, he's gonna overblot, and he's gonna be like, I don't think he'll be a human, though, because when he says, like, I'm not a cat or whatever, I'm the great Grimm, it's because he wants to be recognized as somebody more than a dire beast. He wants to be seen as an equal, like, he wants to be seen, despite, you know, him being, like, an animal and not a human being, he can still be very powerful. And he will prove that. I feel like he will prove that. We'll find out his origins for sure. Yes, for sure. Let me read that. Yo, Rose, what if Malice's dad is a human since Maleficent fell in love with a king from the movie Maleficent, but Malice's dad betrayed Melanor, causing him to disappear mysteriously? I don't know about that one, because I think... Was Raven ever confirmed that he was a Fae? I feel like he was confirmed as a Fae. Or otherwise, Ball Zigavolt, Sevex Grammar, would have a few words to say. But yeah, I don't think he's human. I think they confirmed that he's a Fae. That would make my headcanon even worse if we overblot with Grimm. Oh, that would be very sad, yeah. But I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna overblot with Grimm. I think we're gonna be very depressed, maybe. There were some theories that maybe Grimm was a magical creature connected to a powerful wizard like a familiar, but lost his memories when his master disappeared or died. Yeah, that would make sense, because again, we don't know, but apparently Grimm has like an ancient curse or spell on him that makes him the way that he is. And also the fact that most of the overblot forms and like dire beasts, have we met any other dire? I don't think so. We haven't met any other dire beasts in the game. So we don't know if they can talk like Grimm. Yeah, I think he was confirmed as a Fae, but definitely not a Dragon Fae, which pissed off the Senate. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Oh my god, the Crowley's dad theory is more stronger than too, because like his ears are different. His ears are different. Here's hoping Grandma Draconia can help us. Yeah. I got another one. You know how Idia makes a game to trap Malleus and how we usually forget some of the story events? What if Idia brought the game to our world after we forgot them after going home? Oh, that would be really sad. Really, really, really upsetting. It would be kind of cool theory too, but I don't know if they're gonna be willing to break the fourth wall that much. They did for book 7. I don't think they're ever gonna do it again. Super theory: Grimm was an abandoned monster and he had a curse. Or I don't know. Yeah, I mean he was abandoned. He said he woke up in a cold, dark place with no family and no food, and he was hungry. How old do you think Grimm is? He looks like a kitten. I think they confirmed to be him. Well, actually, no. They haven't confirmed it, but the curse that he has is really ancient, so it could be like a couple 100 years old. Either he was born recently and got cursed by someone who's old, or he was born a long time ago and then hibernated and then woke up one day. Like he activated or something when we came back. How did he wake up? I really want to know Grimm's backstory. But yep. Alright, next. Theory. Oh. Verifying that I'm a human. Okay. I'm real. Thank you. I think book 8 is finally the time you gets the option to either go home or stay in Twist. Also, if not, then you finally gets to snap to call everyone out for their BS. I hope so. I really hope so. You has been through so much through the past previous books. I feel like something needs to crack. Something needs to happen. I don't think they will be brave enough for us to give us like an option that matters, because we don't really have a lot of choices that matters in the game, and I don't think they're gonna be willing to write like 2 branching different endings for us to do something. But maybe they'll give us like a dialogue like they did in book 7, where we have like 2 very different thoughts and such. We might get like different dialogue or conversations based on those thoughts choices that we make. But yeah, I don't think we have a say on whether you gets to stay go home or stay. And if we do, and if they include it at the end, then they'll probably like just like end it there. They won't tell us if you made it back home or not. They're gonna leave it open-ended. They're gonna be like, well, did you choose to stay or did you choose to go back home? Thank you, Lady No, for the cheer. Oh wait, no, not Lady No. Oops, sorry. Thank you, Dorcas, for the cheer. Please let you crash out. I want them to air out Crowley's dirty laundry after all of the crap he put us through. I feel like most people would know. Most people know how bad Crowley is now. How he's not fired is beyond me. They find an excuse every time. You needs to crash out a little. 7 overblots with all sorts of trauma. Azul almost drowned you, Malleus, and then the Briar Thorns. You needs to have a crash out, but I doubt they will let you overblot. Yeah, no magic, no overblot. That's how it works. Calling out the BS of NRC. Finally, we get to have a wild crash out. Let's give everyone who has hurt us a big old bird finger. Yep. That plus he's trying to dodge the child support payments. Help. Oh, you said how did he wake up? Maybe Leah found Grim and Lilia just forgot about Grim. Maybe not. I don't think Lilia would forget that though. He's not senile. Let's give him some credit here. Yes, you need to crash out. Yes. I wish, but the heart would be silent. Yeah. We're not gonna have like much of a choice whether we get to say, would we stay or go home? Just pretend choices. This is a gacha game. I don't think the story can be widely different. It's not a visual novel. It's a gacha game. Yo Rose, I think how on Grim wrote is that he found was by Lilia and he gave Grim his blessing and Lilia forgot about him. No. I don't agree with that theory, to be honest with you. Just because Lilia seems like he has a head on his shoulders, and I don't think he will forget somebody like Grim. And also he's not powerful enough. Like they said the curse that was on Grim was very, very ancient. And I 100% think it's somebody powerful, like one of the top 5. It could be maybe Malice's grandma. We haven't seen her around for a while. Hi. What's up? Okay, next theory. I have an entire plan if we're in Twist and I'm not coming back to this world. No! No, miss you. Honestly though, like, I wonder, you know how like in the manga all these youths have like family and friends that they care about? I wonder what they're doing, like the family and friends. Are we like missing, or are we like just forgotten from existence and they don't even remember us? Like, it's kind of sad. You know what I mean? It's just very depressing to think about. Like, they're probably like looking for us or something. Merry Christmas to you too. Oh, this one's mine. Oh, okay, let me read it. This is less of a theory and more something I want to see. Wouldn't it be cool if the 7 themselves return and descend to sort out whatever ultimate crisis will befall on Twist? Whether that book 8 or not, I don't know, but I honestly want to see that in an epic endgame style of the final team up. On a side note, will you be buying the official translation of the second novel next month? Yes, I will! I love the novel so much. They give us so much content and juicy details that I never thought I would be able to get to. And some of the answers are also, like, some of the questions that I have are answered in those novels. So I'm definitely getting the novel. Already next month is crazy. I think also the Scribia manga is going to come out next month as well. So I'm very excited. Whether or not the book, what is it? The 7, the Legendary 7 will come down. Maybe, possibly. We saw Stitch. They got the rights to get Stitch. They got the rights to get Jack Skeleton. If they descend, I don't know if they're gonna speak or not, because I feel like those main villains, Disney's gonna have like a strong say on what they want the dialogue to be. It would be cool, but I don't know how, you know, how much restraints they have on that. What if the overlaps are reincarnated from the Great 7? I think they said that they're inspired from, not exactly reincarnated or something like that, but yeah. Crack theory, Grim is secretly no! Grim is Carly's dad! He's gonna be cursed to be like he is and can't remember a thing. My evidence is that he has the same iron stomach as Lilia. LOL. Oh my god. That kind of matches. Your Rose, stupid thing, I always wait for the black carriage outside my door. Bruh. No. Can't wait for Queen Yuka. Oh my god, I love Yuka. Yes, I want to see her. This season coming. But yeah, 2 novels so far, both Japanese translations, but 1 in English so far, and the second one is due to be released at the end of January of next year. Yes. Savannah Claus light novel, Leona's light novel. I can't wait. I can't wait. Just because I feel like Leona got a little dirty with his book, and I want to read more of it. Okay. Next theory. How many more do we have? I don't know. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna rush by these. There's a lot still left over, so I'm gonna do my best to get through them. Okay. You is gonna be the overblotter, and their phantom is either gonna be shaped like the Dark Mirror, the Blockbuster from the Epic Mickey, or Overblot Grim will be the stand-in for Yu's phantom. Oh wait, you're right. It could be that, but okay. So like, does Ortho have magic technically? I don't know. Cause Ortho was the phantom. Yeah, no, I don't think that would work. I don't think that would work. The person who's being controlled by the phantom has to have magic. Cause like how Idio described how phantoms work. Essentially, when someone overblots, they have like a limited magic supply, and the phantom behind them is sucking their magic supply to exist. And as soon as that magical supply dries out, they keel over and die. And then the phantom is released and is free to roam the earth, or Twisted Wonderland in this case, it's not earth, around and destroy the habitat and everything. So I don't think that's gonna work, solely because the person who's like being puppeteered by the fandom has to have a magic supply, and we have none. Zero of that. Alrighty, thank you for that. Next one. We could be free. Yeah. That's actually really scary though, because since Grimm is literally like, he looks like he's like the phantom versions of everybody, he's already like I guess you could say like ahead of the game when it comes to overblots, because he's already like in the danger zone. He's going on a rampage. He is the monster, which is crazy. Wait, what if you get something like plot poisoning from being around all the overblots? We haven't been getting plot poisoning, but what we have been getting is like heavier dreams, and we would like zone out, like kind of like Silver almost, but Silver is more severe. But us, we would get like pangs of headaches and stuff like that from the dreams, and they're like, I don't know, they're getting more intense, the dreams, especially like in book 7. Ace noticed like Yu was having like pain or something, and we were like zoning out, and we weren't here because like the flashbacks of the dreams of the Disney movies was getting like really like intense, and we weren't even dreaming about it. Like, it's gotten to that point. So yeah, do you guys think we're gonna get dreams in book 8 like we did for the other books? If it does, then maybe Fantasia would be the dream flashbacks. That would be cool. That'd be awesome. What if Yu has a limitless and infinite amount of magic that is blocked, and over time it will eventually overflow much as the others? Maybe. But the mirror did say that Yu has no soul or something, no color or magic or whatever. We're just possessed by the Walt Disney himself. Oh my god. Maybe about Mickey? Yeah, that could be it, Rose. Yeah, imagine the dream is of the devil. We're gonna just dream about the devil. That's crazy. Yeah, yes, it'll be about the sword and the stone. Maybe, yeah. Wait, what's Fantasia? Fantasia is a short from Disney. It's an animated short. We have a soul, but not a magic one, I think. Yeah. There's plenty of magicless people, by the way, in Twisted Wonderland. The reason why it's such a big deal that we're magicless is because we somehow ended up in Night Raven College. Place full of magic, so does not make sense. Alrighty, book 8. A theory for Christmas! Yay! Someone else might have already said it. The escaped phantom that killed OG Ortho in India's flashback is Grimm, and it will play a role in book 8. Oh, that is a really good theory. I did not think that Grimm might be the escaped phantom. That would line up. That would low-key line up with like the story and everything. But it would not explain how the hell Grimm was able to go from Styx to Sage's Island. There's like several oceans in between those two places. So yeah, from what I can remember, when the Shroud Boys opened the underworld, Styx said a powerful phantom escaped, and obviously it did. When you ask Grimm about what he can remember, he says he remembers it being dark, cold, and he was hungry, which is something vaguely said by the phantoms we fight in book 6. Yes, they describe the underworld as dark, cold, and they were hungry. My theory is that when Grimm eats the Overblot rocks, he gains more of the power he used to have before being locked away, especially now since he has inhaled so many and even lashed out at you. I'm not exactly sure how the Shroud curse on his ears play into it, but I know it does somehow. Not only that, but I did have a suspicion that Crowley has been causing the Overblot to happen to try and make the Overblot Grimm, counting on him eating the rocks. If I had more space to write, I would go more in depth. Sorry. Aw, man. If you're here, please go more in depth in the chat. If you're not, then oh well. I guess we'll have to go off what you said. But that seems very likely. That seems like a lot of like the questions or something. Like it turns everything like into a circle. Like a cycle or something. Hello, Crowley's the villain. I'm pretty sure Crowley's the villain. Yeah. I mean, he literally leads the villain school, so it'd be very weird. I think he's an experiment meant to deal with Overblot, not a phantom himself. He could be an escaped experiment. That could also be a possibility, and maybe not from Styx necessarily, but maybe from Briar Valley. Like some magician was trying to work on him or something, and then he escaped. Yo, Rose, the question is, how the hell did Grimm got his magic? He might be an experiment. He might have been infused with something, because dire beasts naturally have magic as well. What else? The Shroud curse, so I think the fire of his ears is supposed to be like, he doesn't overblot normally, like how the Shroud brothers do. They eat blot away very quickly, and so they spend through it. So maybe that's how he's able to eat so many stones. I think that's what the fire is supposed to do, since they have both fires. Also, it could just be an appearance just to see, like, let people know that he's cursed as well. Yeah, but Grimm is the only dire beast we have met who has talked. Well, again, also, he is the only dire beast we've ever met, period. So I don't know if the other dire beasts can talk or not. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Grimm is the only dire beast we've ever seen in the story. I think Grimm's story has something to do with Eliza. He's been around for 500 years. Maybe. I don't know. Like, he could be here for longer, could be here for shorter. Shroud family naturally burn blot, yes. And I think Grimm is able to burn blot too. But it's weird, because, like, it seems like he's exceeded that amount. And now he's, like, he's kind of switching on and off with the overblot. What about the dire beast? But he can't control it 100%. But it would go from like 100 to 0, which was Idia mentioned back in book 6. What about the dire beast, which was shown in the prologue? That is Grimm. There's no way it's not Grimm. That is Grimm. Would Stitch be considered a dire beast? I don't know. I think he's an alien. I don't think he's a dire beast. He's an alien experiment. Yeah. But yeah, very good theory. I like this a lot. This is a very solid theory. Thank you for sharing. All right. My theories for book 8. Here we go. 1. What if the character you choose in the beginning would be the one to save you from the overblot? I love this. It's not really a theory. It's just like I guess maybe like a story mechanic or something, or a prediction. That would be really cool. That would be really cool if they decide to do that. Yo, my phone. Yo, Rose, bye. My phone's about to crap. Oh no. Okay. Bye. And enjoy your bath. Dire Beast, Dire Crowley. That's crazy. Wonder. What if Crowley like experiments on beasts normally? He has like the whip or something. He could be that, but I don't know. Maybe he's not like that. Maybe he's not like that. I don't know. I can't see Crowley being that smart. He doesn't have a special interest in beasts either. He just has a special interest in mirrors, I think. But yeah, that'd be crazy. What if Crowley had you get attached to the Twist main cast as a way to get you to Overblot, which is the reason why you said what they said at the end of book 7. What did they say at the end of the book 7? I don't remember what they said. What did they say? I'm gonna go back to my like VOD. I don't think there's a wiki out for book 7 yet. Let me just check. Did they update the wiki to have book 7 content in? Or at least the end of book 7? There's so much. Oh my god. Whoever's responsible for the wiki, you guys are doing God's work. I can't believe you're like nearly caught up with the end. Yeah, alright, so they got like up to page 345, and the last chapter of book 7 is 349. 349 chapters of book 7, bro. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I need to go to my VOD. Damn, right? If it were happily ever or something, yeah. Guys, if there is a plot with Riddle and Malleus with Overblot U, yes. Crazy. That'd be insane! Okay, where are you? Where are you? That's as crazy as Rook's 5 hours of DVD. Help! Right? Okay, I think it's this one. I'm gonna go to like the end of my VOD. From there. Okay, what did we say? Let's hope we enjoy sunrise. Yes, sir. And everybody dances and the flash of white. And oh, that's the end of book 7. Okay, so before that, before everyone says let's dance, time to dance till the sun comes up. What did we say? Trying to figure it out. What was the last line that we said? We gotta get some dancing too. Don't just start. Oh, okay. This did end pretty happily. If only it could be ever after. If only it could ever. Oh, okay. I don't think you said that because they feel like they're gonna overblot. I think you said that because they know it's not over and they know Grimm has something up his sleeve or something. I think it'd be interesting to see Malleus slide into the helper hero in book 8. That now that he's not as OP. Yes, it'd be very interesting to see how he can help. Now that he's not, he's still powerful, but not as powerful as he used to be. Like, he has a limit now. He can't just output magic as much as he wants. Number 3, you realized that why they were sent here in the beginning because of Crowley's horrible plan and refused to be its pawn, so they are forced to be the executioner. Oh. That maybe I could see like Crowley like saying like, you found out my real goal, alright, I'm gonna gaslight you and gatekeep you and manipulate you, so you have to keep going with my plan. Yeah. Rose, that was mine. I'm sorry if it's confusing. I also added the random theory that at the end I just forgot to mention it was random. Oh, okay. The reason why the Dawn Knight died was because he gave his ring to Silver. The ring could be his main source of power, and it would be strange that he would die so easily if he was known for his deeds during the war. The Dawn Knight dying this way could be his own way of repenting for what he's done and his last chance to actually fight for someone, not because of orders he was given. Yeah, I feel the same way too. Oh, why is it so big now? Okay, there we go. I feel the same way too. It's very unfortunate that that's the way that it ended for the Dawn Knight, but I feel like that was like his last thing that he could do for Silver, at least. And like, you know, finally like do the last final like right thing that he can do, that he always wanted to do. So yeah, Crowley is forcing us to be the executioner. Yes, that'd be great. It seems like something that would happen with the way he's been moving. It seems like that's something that could be happen. Yeah, he could be like forcing us to do something. That makes sense for Crowley. Yes, I like that. I like that. Okay, next theory. I'm terrible at coming up with theories, but I have one wish for book 8. Okay. If the book ends with a way that we can go home, I'm hoping some characters, Grimm obviously, maybe Heart's Shackle or Malleus, maybe even just everyone, honestly, cry and ask us for us to stay. Oh, 100%. 100%. I don't think... I think maybe not Malleus. Malleus learned his lesson. Okay, first of all. Grim, he seems to have the mentality of a toddler, so he's gonna probably beg for us to stay. Ace and Deuce, I think they are mature enough to say that, man, we don't want you to leave, but we understand that you have family at home, and I too would want to go back to my family, and they would be understanding but very sad at the same time. The boys better be falling. Yes, I hope they cry their hearts out. It's such a scary position to be in, because at any moment he could decide to make us disappear, and he could get away with it by telling people he sent us home. That is so true. You're right. Oh my god. That is very true. I wonder, like, maybe like Crowley like kidnaps us or something, and then he's just like, "Oh, I sent you home," but in reality, we're like in the Pomfiore basement or something, and it's gonna just be like a whole mess. And like Grim crashes out because we're gone, and he doesn't know what to do without us, and then we have to escape his like imprisonment or whatever. That'd be way too much. That'd be way too evil. I don't know. I feel like Crowley cares for us for an extent, but he would probably like find a way to trick us or like make us like stay or something. If they decide to go like evil mastermind route with Crowley. Also, a theory, the people in Lydia's vision were the actual spirits that were trapped in Castle Wild Rose. They have a lot of time to talk to each other, hash things out, and come to an agreement, but they couldn't leave until a moment happens where the history doesn't repeat itself, and Malice and Silver dancing together after the Overblot broke the spell and allowed the fallen soldiers, along with the Dawn, Queen, Leah, and Malinori to rest in peace. Yeah. That's a nice theory. I thought it was just like Leah dispelling it, and they're like, okay, I'm done using my magic for the day. I'm just gonna dance around now. Found a way you to go home, and Twisted Wonderland was an Ace's dream. Yeah. The Ace's dream is a pipe dream, though. There's no way we can, like, find a way to go back and forth from Twisted Wonderland. Maybe with the mirrors, but I doubt it. Because we might have to get run over by a carriage every time, which is, I don't think that's the ideal way to be transported between worlds, but yeah. Probably pulls a Kane from Amazing Digital Circus, and we've been in a magic coma this entire time. Bruh, please. I don't know. Kane is, like, yeah, Kane and Crowley are very similar, but I feel like Kane is, like, he's very oblivious. Like, I can't see him being like evil on purpose. I see him as, and I see Crowley as this too. Like, he's trying to do like what's best for you, but he ends up doing something not so great. And he messes up. But I don't know. Crane has more of that. Kane has more involvement in the character's story than Crowley does, because I feel like Crowley takes the back seat. He just gives us room and board, and then he protects us once in a while, but he doesn't do more than that. Like, he doesn't really actively find us. It was confirmed before. He doesn't actively find a way for us to get back home. Bro, why are we even wanting to go home anyways? Can there be an option for us to be like, nah, I'm chilling here at the end? Maybe they'll give us that option. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna be insulted by the fandom. Oh no, I do think there's always the traitor's theory. The fact swinging Crowley is similar in the last event, and well, there's Ruggy's scene where he betrayed the others. Oh, Ruggy's scene that I'm not up to date with the Halloween event, so I don't know about Ruggy betraying, unless you're talking about book 2. But book 2 wasn't really a betrayal because he was doing it for Leona. And he was, you know, doing his job, keeping it a secret. I can only think Ace would be the one who works for Crowley. Many would say why, but we will see this as motivation. The fact he didn't see his proper backstory yet with his brother would be interesting. But I do think there's Rook, Trey, Cater 2. In fact, there's the ones who did bring the lore of NRC, but can they lie? But can think they lie. Rook because he's the most suspected one. He has a map on his dorm. He's a bird beastman. He did a strange poem about Crowley. I don't remember that one. Trey, he's the most normal one, but the most manipulation. Okay. He did friends with Rick and Jade in his dream. He literally put us in a hostage to eat his cakes, and there's an event card scene where he retired his glasses, and while Cater in the manga and anime, there's something going on and he needs help, but they never addressed his case, maybe in book 8. Okay. I don't really agree with this theory. I don't think there's a traitor amongst us, except maybe Crowley. If they're, I don't know, if you count Crowley as a traitor, I think he's just a mastermind. But, a lot of people say it's Jack that's a traitor because he's too happy. He has much of a good life, not being a traitor's act. I personally don't think it's so. No, I don't. I think people are just misinterpreting things. Rook is a beastman? No, he's not a beastman. He used to be in Savannah Club, but then he changed to Bonfiore. Okay, so for Rook, he's just like that. He's not a bird beastman. It was never confirmed that he was a beastman. He got normal ears. And he doesn't have a tail. Unlike, what was Niji? Niji? That is Leona's, like, Chamberlain or whatever. He's a bird beastman. Bird beastmans have tails. And all his live 2Ds, Rook's live 2Ds doesn't have a tail. So he's not a bird beastman. Also, just because you're a Sunset Venom doesn't mean you're a beastman. Yes, that is true. Rook is the bane of beastmen. Yes, that he is. He's the bane of beastmen. He's not a bird beastman. He's the bane of beastmen. Rook wants to put Fury for the basement alone. Help! Yeah, so Rook is just weird. He likes to look at people and stalk people. That's his thing. That does not make him a traitor, I feel like. That just makes him weird. Trey, he's also just really weird, and he cares about, people eating well, and he's passionate about baking and teeth brushing. It just makes him a little quirky. Alright, he's not a traitor because he's a little quirky, in my opinion. And then Cater's depressed. Cater, I don't believe he's a traitor. Cater traitor, that kind of rhymes. He's just very depressed. He doesn't feel like he belongs with any friend group because he moved a lot. If you guys don't know his background, if you read his vignettes, a lot of these suspicions can be answered, by the way, if you read all their vignettes. If you read Rook's vignettes, Cater's vignettes, Trey's vignettes, you get more of a background. But when Cater was young, he moved around a lot when he was little. He never really found a place that he felt included in. He never really had a lot of friends when he was young. And so him with the Heartsabule boys is kind of like his very first kind of like friend group, I could say, because it's like his first time experiencing something like that, and also because it's his first time experiencing like friendship like that, he doesn't think like they're genuine. He thinks like after he graduates, he's never gonna talk to them ever again. And I think maybe his attachment to Magicam, you know, to always perform, but he feels shallow inside. That plays a lot into that. But yeah, Cater is not a traitor. Cater is depressed-er. He's very depressed. He's very sad. But yeah, Cater doesn't want to be close to anyone, and he has to move away again. Yes, he has would that be called attachment issues? I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense as to why Cater's eternally depressed in a way. Yeah. Cater really wants connection. But he thinks he can't get it. That's mostly like why Cater's unique magic is split cards. He can hide his mask behind so many fake versions of himself. Yes, he has to play a lot of roles. He does. And you can see that in book 7 he does mention that what was it? That he was the only one who didn't get collared by Riddle. And I think that helps. I think he was able to not be collared by Riddle because he was able to play the role of being Riddle's best friend perfectly. So yeah, Riddle's a great actor, but he's not a traitor. Rose, that Marshmallow mentions the Nightmare Before Christmas Part 2 event for JP server. I'm in the process of trying to finish it, but I haven't gotten to that part yet. Yeah, I'm not sure what the beginning is. Please don't let me know though. I'll be unknown. I wanna have like no knowledge about the Halloween server. Oh my god, Japanese server. I don't want to know much about the Halloween event because I feel like that's spoilers. So, but yeah. traitor theories are nice. I did think Ace was a traitor, but due to recent events in book 7, I don't think that anymore because he loves you too much. And his unique magic, you know, he seems like a very hardworking kid. He's way too innocent to me to be a traitor. He cares way too much about you. And even if he was, I don't think he would listen to Crowley. I feel like he would hate Crowley. Okay, next theory. I feel like Crowley could be an evil fairy teller, doing evil fairy tales to his students. Book chapters of the game is an example, and Lost of the book too. Oh, the Lost, yeah, where like they get into the book, yes. The comic anthology art is such a foreshadowing, and Chapter 7 Mali's PV animation. The chapter name for book 8 is a reference. Walt Disney wanted to do Alice in Wonderland movie before Snow White, since Alice was one of the first cartoon they produced. They did a draft in 1939 where Alice got to be, you know, by someone. Huh? What is this referring to? I don't know what they're talking about. And this someone looks like a black ghost, and for me, I do think the villain of this book will be the Phantom Blot, because unmasked PB, Phantom Blot, looks like Walt Disney. Oh. I did not know that. Also, Crowley have the same theories as Undertaker from Black Butler. They hide their real identities and wants to resurrect their wives? So he does a lot of experiments, and he was the headmaster of SEALs. That's cool. Oh. Okay. That's a lot. I remember watching Black Butler and seeing that reveal happen in the anime. That was pretty cool. Ace would definitely give Crowley the finger multiple times and say F you yourself. Yeah. What if Crowley's an ancient dark fairy that twisted Wonderland in the first place, as he is the one that marries villains as if they were heroes? That would be cool. That would also reveal that Crowley's probably has to be the top 5 mages. Again, I really want to know who the top 5 mages are. There are so many questions about what they are. But yeah, it could be cool that he's the Black Executioner. Yeah. What was the name of the chapter book 8 again? I need to Google it. Give me one sec. They released the name of the chapter. Twisted Wonderland book 8 name. The Enforcer of the Forbidden. The Forbidden Executioner. Okay, yeah. The Enforcer of the Forbidden. That is very... What is he enforcing? Is he enforcing fate? That's crazy to me. I wonder what Crowley has to enforce. Seems like something that's inevitable, and he's trying his best to make sure it happens. But yeah, I do know the short that they're talking about, the Phantom Blot short. Let me see if I can get a picture up. But that is a Disney short film. Phantom Blot film. Yeah, it's not a major feature. It's a classic Mickey Mouse comic villain. I think it was in okay, so this is what they're talking about. Yeah, it first appeared in the comic strip. Is this a comic? Oh, it's a comic. It's not a short film. Okay. Hey guys, no problem. What if the enforcer's being summoned? Actually, maybe. Oh, are we the enforcer? Is he enforcing us to do whatever we gotta do? I don't know what's our job here. Okay, yeah, but this is what they're referring to. This is 100%. So yeah, Mickey Mouse outwits the Phantom Blot. Over Blot. 100%. Something's gotta give. I'm gonna try to find the comic strip and read it. But yeah, that definitely is one of the minions that we saw in book 7. That is literally, I don't know if they called them. Did they call them the Phantom Blot? I think they just called them Overblots. No, wait, no, they did call them Phantoms too. You're right, yeah. Hi, Rose, I'm back. Welcome back. We would be the Forbidden, yeah. Phantom Blot, yeah. So yeah, definitely, I'm gonna definitely, if you haven't read this comic, maybe read it to see if you can come with theories up for book 8, because definitely something's happening here. All right, thank you for that theory. What if Crowley or someone with the same ideas as him would bring in people from worlds like you to twist to enforce something, but they all failed? Yeah, so that is a theory that has been talked about, AC. It is the time loop theory. I do talk about it in my Twisted Wonderlands theory video if you would like to see it. But essentially, yeah, how the theory goes is Crowley has called over multiple, he like can control time, that's his unique magic, and he's called multiple U's in the past, and this is like the 3rd time, and each time he calls a U, like they either die to Grimm's overblot or some other person's overblot or whatever. Wasn't the Merlin lookalike giving Crowley the stink eye? Maybe Malice's crash would tip him off to something going on over there and he's about to send someone. I mean, Merlin's lookalike Amber Rose, the headmaster, has tipped off somebody. He tipped off Styx in book 6. He was like, hey, something's going on. Cause which is so funny to me. Like, Amber Rose wasted no time to call the cops on Crowley. And I love that, bro. He's like, literally at the end of book 5, he's like, oh, Crowley, you know, something smells off. Don't you think? Don't you think something smells off a little bit here? It's like somebody like overblotted or something. And then Crowley's like, what? Overblot? No, that's impossible. And that Amber's like, okay, bet. Let me call up Styx. And literally book 6 happened because Amber Rose called Styx. And then they arrested Crowley and took him to court. It was so fun. I need to see Amber Rose again. He's a real one for that. We need to throw Crowley in jail, bro. They've been trying, but he somehow escapes every time. He's like, "Oh, I'm so convincing," which apparently he really is. He knows a way his way around with words, bro. Oh god, that makes sense because he could have carried you back to the room after Grimm attacked you. Crowley, yeah, good job, Amber Rose. You caused another one. Yeah. But to be fair, Amber Rose is trying to do the right thing, bro, by calling the cops. The special ops or whatever, Styx, the 6 shoulders, or whatever you call them. It just didn't turn out great, or maybe it turned out exactly how Crowley planned it, because he's the evil mastermind. He did admit that he's good at smooching, especially since Idia said, "Dude, our head mage sucks." Yeah, he did. Crowley's the uncle, has a bunch of criminal charges and plus on the run. Yes. He's a smooth criminal. Yes, he is. Kater and Idia are somewhat mechanically suffering from depression. Yes. Kater, Idia. I would throw Leona in there too. A lot of people are depressed in this twisted wonderland. Alright, theory. When you finally gets home, it is revealed that Twisted Wonderland was actually just a storybook, like the ones from the events. And you might possibly not remember anything once they wake up back in their world. Yeah. That would be very sad. Now, I feel like that's a cop-out. A lot of stories do this, don't they? They, like, say, like, oh, it's all a dream. I think they did it for Alice in Wonderland. I don't remember. Like, some version of Alice in Wonderland where they, like, it was, like, all a dream. It wasn't real. I hate those stories. I hate those endings, and I hope they never do it for Twisted Wonderland. Just because I feel like it's lazy. I don't know. What is the chance that there are more people like you who are from our world that came to Twist? I don't know. It would be very cool if there was like a version where there was like an RSA twist. No, not RSAU from Earth as well, and then we meet up and they're like, "Oh my god, what? You're from Earth too?" And we just ended up with like the bad bunch of villains, and they ended up with the Disney princes, and they were pampered, and they lived in a mansion. Meanwhile, we were here living in the ramshackle with the ghosts. That would be very hilarious if they decide to do that. But yeah, the cool theory, but nothing to back it up, unfortunately. Okay, Mickey will be properly relevant and might even come out of the ramshackle mirror to help us. Yes, that'd be really cool. I don't know if he can leave the mirror though. I don't think. Yeah, no, he tried. He couldn't. He like just knocked on it. I think the mirror just glitched out really hard. Yeah, the RSAU would be the door would be in a dorm unlike us. Would they? I don't know. I think they would be like in a separate dorm. That looks much more better than Ramshackle. Okay. That's a good theory. Yes. Which one? Hold on. Let me see. We'd be thugging it for real. Yeah. Me, it was all a dream ending. I say, yeah. I hate those endings so much. The RSA would be in a dorm. Yes. We need more RSA content. Yeah, for real. Someone said Idia could have foreshadowed Book 8 in Noble Bell College when he talked about isekai protagonists having a summoner, Crowley, and you might not be able to trust them because you don't know if they're telling the truth. Yes, 100%. I feel like Crowley is not saying the full truth at least, and he 100% is the summoner. He can't just like, he probably was putting a whole act out in the ceremony, in the first day when we came. He's like, huh, where'd you come from? And especially in the game, he didn't like do it in front of anybody. He found us like alone in the library with Grim. So, yeah. Probably just, how did he find us, by the way, too? That is so odd to me. How did he find us in the game? Very weird, very suspicious. Doesn't seem like him. How are they gonna explain that in the anime, by the way? Like the plot. Alright, maybe they'll figure something out. Okay. Theory, use the key to prevent the overblots and bring balance to magic, and definitely Crowley knows it. Yeah, that's probably why he wants us to stay. In case any more overblots happen. He's like, listen, man, I keep my job because you're around, so I need you around. Or something like that. Great theory, love it. Do you think Silver, Kaleem, and Rook should be in RSA and not NRC? No. I think they're in NRC because they're not like, they're like morally gray, like Chenya. So it doesn't really matter where you put them. But I think they are an NRC because of the people that they associate. Rook wants to be with Vil, Kaleem wants to be with Jamil, and Silver wants to be with Malleus and Lily and Sebek. Right? They got family, they got friends, very close friends. So they're gonna end up in NRC. Chenya, I don't know why Chenya is in in RSA personally. I don't know the reasoning behind it. I don't think there is a solid reasoning on why they're there. But yeah, Chenya's just vibing. He's just vibing. Alright. RSAU, oh, I've had a lovely time. Whenever we have problems, we just talk them out. NRCU, suddenly I understand why everyone NRC has it out for RSA. Yo, love that. He was just a slave by now. Has anyone actually done a fanfic about that, by the way? Like, how Twisted Wonderland would be so different if you was in RSA instead of NRC? I would love to read like a fanfic about that. I watched a video that explained that the name and what they mean, and for all of you name in both in the manga and novel, they all allude to death in some way or the crossing over the afterlife. So that might have some importance to their role. Oh yeah, you Ray, yeah. Something like that. Okay, theory: Grim and you are the same person. But they split when he arrived at NRC, and Grimm's memories of being alone are just the memories of splitting into two. That's why Grimm has magic and you doesn't, and Yu's life in the other world was made up by Crowley. That would explain how Grimm was able to find... Well, no. That wouldn't explain it. They explained the way that Grimm found you in the prologue was very supposed to be, like, coincidental. So, I don't know. That would be cool. But... yeah, I don't know. I think you is supposed to be a self-insert, so I don't think they would do that. It would ruin the self-insert aspect of, or would it? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe their soul did get divided. I've seen a fic where you transfers to RSA, I think. Oh, okay. Gotta look it up. It would be shorter than canon story because Ambrose would actually help the player go back home. Yes. I feel like in the anime, they said he was waiting for NOC to get him. Oh, okay. Oh, I'd love to see an all-girls school in Twist. Yeah, they alluded to that, by the way. There are, like, sister schools or whatever where they have, like, stuff like that. Oh, yeah, Book 8 Theory. Scarlet Twist fan, that's you! You're in the chat. I hope you're still in the chat. Ever since the 7th arc of Diasmonia began, I always thought there would be a possible 8th arc where the Overblot would be Grim, since a very similar monster appears at the beginning of the prologue, and Grim has been eating the stones left behind the Overblots. In fact, in the Agnahide arc, he was taken to sticks for that reason, yes. So if Grimm is the villain of the 8th arc, perhaps he'll transform some of those who mocked him, insulted him, or doubted his magical abilities into overblots. Oh, including Ace. No, not Ace. No, I don't want to believe that. I feel like Grimm loves Ace and Deuce and, you know, the Heart Shackle and Freshman too much. In this case, the only ones who could save the situation would be the Overblot squad, Riddle, Leona, Azul, Jamil, Vil, Idia, and Malleus. Since having already entered Overblot, they would be immune to Grimm's attacks, don't you think? That would be interesting, yeah. That would be really cool to see. It also would give us an excuse to see, like, everybody else's Overblot forms if they decide, you know, to infect everybody with the Overblot. But that would be cool, yeah. I love that theory. I don't know if they'll make it happen. I think they have other plans, though, for Book 8. But that would be awesome. But I don't think any of Malleus dropped the Bloodstone. Idia did drop it, and Grimm ate it in the midst of the chaos very quickly. They went by past it. I don't know if everybody was watching Grimm eat it. But yeah. Heroes, and I gotta go. Thank you for streaming because I work tomorrow. Take care. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye, Remix. Thank you for the roses. Will Silver recognize Mickey the moment that Mickey Mouse comes out of the ramshackle maker? He'll say like, "Oh, you're that dude in my dream," in that one point or something. Maybe, I don't know. You has mentioned Mickey to the freshman. I don't know if you mentioned Mickey to Silver though. I think Grimm will Grimm all over the place and be the most powerful mage ever. Yeah. Translation: Grimm's gonna overfly and become the most powerful mage in the world after you finds a way to leave. Kind of like Hornton. Yes. Isn't that ironic? Grimm has been saying, I want to be the most powerful mage in the world, and this is how he like meets that goal, I guess. I don't know why I can't say that word. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. But yeah, that'd be very sad. I guess be careful what you wish for, Grimm. I have a theory with Malleus. After the events of Book 7, people are gonna like find out about the overblots that NRC has and protest about it. And for Malleus, since he and Riddle has interacted with each other, they will become friends. So yes, for Malleus and Riddle and everyone else becoming friends, that is 100% gonna happen. About like people gonna protesting, that kind of already happened a little bit. Like there were some parents saying, especially after Malleus overblotted, they're gonna be like, oh my god, what the hell? So they don't have to know about the previous overblots, they just know about Malleus's, and I don't think Styx will allow people to talk about the other overblots because they're doing a good job like keeping it under covers, you know, for security reasons. But yeah, if you remember at the end of Book 7, there were some people that were protesting, like parents, against the overblots and like keeping Malleus in school. There were people rejoicing about Malleus's overblot. They wanted Malleus to take over the world and kill everybody, I guess, or keep everybody in like this eternal dream. So, which is crazy to me because I feel like that would be like a real life thing. There would be a fan club for people like not wanting to live anymore and live in Dreamland forever, in Dreamland or Dream World forever. So yeah, I'm stepping out the stream. See you next time. Hi, thank you for coming. So yeah, that would be cool. I do hope they go more into depth about like how people feel about Malleus's overblot in general. I don't know how on earth if they decide to cover up Grimm's overblot, I don't know how on earth they will do that, but yeah. Okay. Hi, my theory is that if Ace used his unique magic on someone who's overblotting, something really bad could happen to him. I didn't even think that was a possibility. Yeah, you're right. Oh shoot. We know he swaps his magic with the spell the person is casting, but what happens if the person is overblotting? Their spells are contaminated by blot. Would Ace get said blot if he snatched the spell? I feel like yeah. There has to be limits. Everyone has a limit, especially the freshmen, when it comes to their unique magic. We have no idea what Ace's limits are, so well, we're gonna find out, I guess. In Book 8, there was a dialogue on Heartstable, not Book 8, Book 7, there was a dialogue on Heartstable battle map where he wondered if his unique magic could work on Malleus, but he never did. That screamed foreshadowing. I think he will use his unique magic on an overblotting Grimm, and it will backfire. The blot will come along, and it might cause a force overblot on Ace. No, not Ace too, bro. I would hate to see that. I really would. But I feel like they're gonna write in like some limitations to using magic, and we won't be able to. That won't be a possibility. They'll rule that out for us. So yeah. What if the Overwaters are reincarnated from the Great Seven? Like the Phantoms, like the behind them, something like that. I feel like they're. I don't know if they're reincarnations or something like that, but yeah. Okay, last one, and then I'm gonna have to end stream. It's been a pretty long stream so far. No, not Ace. Yeah, not a 2-in-1. Yeah. Okay. I have a theory that has to do with Grimm. After I read a portion of book 6 and chapter 27, where Idiot is explaining what phantoms are, he mentions that after a person dies from overblot, their phantoms begin to wander, and if they aren't caught, he heard that in rare cases they can blend in with the dire beast. Oh, and in other wildlife. Oh, I forgot he mentioned that. Yeah. I felt like this was very odd. I felt like this was a very odd detail to point out. When I first read that again, I assumed this meant that maybe phantoms can possess dire beasts, possibly, or maybe it's a way to elude Grimm, possibly being a phantom himself. When Grimm overblots, there is no phantom behind him, unlike all the others. This also got me thinking, what if Grimm is some kind of phantom? It may be why he has that curse or blessing on him. Maybe the person who cast it on him knew him before he overblot and died and tried to do it in a way to save him in some way. Maybe. So he could be an experiment, or he could have been like a normal like animal, and then the overblot came, or like a normal dire beast that couldn't talk. Again, we don't know if dire beasts can talk or not. And the phantom or whatever that possessed him is what, you know, gives him that curse or whatever. Past life view? Maybe. Rose, I might get hate for saying this, but I know this is super late, but it relates to what I theorize about Dawn Knight. Oh, okay. When you guys say I might get hate for this, I don't, what do you expect? Me to be like, oh my god, how dare you say that? Like, I don't think so. I'm just gonna say I agree or disagree. So don't worry about like saying things that I might not agree on. It's not the end of the world. Oh my god, OMG, these theories, yeah. I don't know, that's very interesting. The fact that, yeah, he could be just saying that to like show, like, maybe he mentioned that them blending into like dire beasts and stuff could be like in a way to elude like, oh, the habitat gets like compromised and people can't like go there anymore, or it's more dangerous or whatnot, and it'll be harder to, you have to kill like the dire beasts or the trees or whatnot. Rose, could you show us where the submissions were? I wasn't able to find where to submit the years, and I want to, if you do a stream like this again, could you tell us where the polls will show up? Oh, so, I posted this, thank you, for the stream, it was really fun. No problem. I posted this, it's a marshmallow link, and I posted this on the community's, YouTube community page. I posted it on Twitter. I posted it on Tumblr. I kind of didn't retweet it as often as I should have. I should have retweeted it, but yeah. For Twitch though, I don't think I put like the link anywhere on Twitch. I'm sorry, but yeah. Next time, I guess I'll link the marshmallow, but actually I won't link it. I'll link. But yeah, watch out my Twitter, Instagram stories, YouTube community page, where I post like my schedules and stuff. That's where I put all the links for that. Thank you for asking, Lino. People can agree or disagree. All of this is just a theory, a gay theory. Yes. In my opinion, the Dawn Knight was in an abusive mental cycle because of Hendrik kept mentioning how his parents saved him, and Leah probably told him off multiple times, but he refused to listen. Oh, 100%, yeah. The Dawn Knight, he didn't get much screen time, but you can tell he was like manipulated into doing what Henrik wanted him to do, because, you know, he was married to Leah. You know, he was kind of like, he had to obey orders, you know. He was a soldier, like a puppet. Not a puppet, like a dog for him. So, yeah. But, yeah. Also, there was a lot of, like, symbolism or parallels to Lilia and the Dawn Knight, because they were both orphans. And they both got adopted by royalty in somehow, some way. So, yeah. Grimm said he was waiting for someone in book 4. Could it be used past life? I don't know. Maybe it's not used past life, or maybe just you in general. It's yeah, he was waiting for someone. I don't know if it was like he was waiting for like a family member or something, but yeah, he could be waiting for you or something like that. Hi, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming, Natasha. With the flames in Grimm's ears, I'm thinking he may be related to Idia or like the Styx. He's not related to Idia essentially, but like they both have a curse and it manifests through the blue fire. Like the blue fire is supposed to communicate that this person is cursed. So yeah, maybe the sorcerer who casts a spell on him or something. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this stream. Next stream will be on Monday, 10:30 p.m. EST. Like 30 minutes before the news comes out for Monday. I will be showing my survey results for the Twisted Wonderland fan survey of 2025. What that is, I put out like a Google form out there. If you guys have not filled that out, I will link it for you guys. But essentially, that's just a Google form asking, who's your favorite character? What was your favorite Twisted Wonderland anime if you watched the anime? If you played book 7, what was your favorite dream? Stuff like that. I'm gonna find it. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Copy link. Oh wait, this is a Twitter link. I don't want a Twitter link. Can I just copy it normally? Please? Please? No, I cannot. Okay. I'll have to copy it in a certain way. But yeah, please feel free to fill that out. I have gotten so many responses from that survey. I'm very impressed. Like, thank you guys for showing up and sharing the survey around. I'm looking forward to like the like final like answers, I guess I could say, for this survey for 2025. And it's also a great way to like look back at the year and everything. But yeah, Merry Christmas everybody who celebrates Christmas, and for those who don't celebrate Christmas, have a happy holiday, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Rose, does that form send notifications that you filled out? No, it does not. I don't think. Did I set it? Hold on, let me see. I think it's in settings. You can like tell. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, Dorcas. Was it form defaults? Oh. No, it doesn't send an email that that you finished, that you filled out the survey. I don't have it out because I don't collect emails for this survey. So you just gotta remember, I guess, if you filled it out or not. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys on Monday. Until then, and have a happy night, today, or afternoon, wherever you're at. Bye!